So one day I was on my way home from work and I passed by a casino. I thought, what the heck? Maybe I'm lucky today. So I stopped in. I started with 20 bucks, but that led to 100, and then that led to 200. By my final ATM visit, I had withdrew $300. So as I was playing my slot machine, I was rapidly approaching the $0 mark. I realized this is not how I want to spend my money. But then something awesome happened. With one spin, just before all hope was lost, my machine started going crazy. Flashing lights, bells ringing. I had just won $300. I was so excited, so that's when I decided to cash out. I was walking to my car counting my money, having the feeling that I'd just cleaned that place out. But then I realized that $300 is the same $300 I had going in. So the feeling of being a winner quickly went away. Today I'm going to persuade you on why you should never gamble by going over 3 important facts. How gambling can be a quick way for you to go bankrupt, how gambling can be an addiction if it's not controlled properly, and then finally how gambling can adversely affect your family and your personal life. So first, let's take a look at how gambling can make you go bankrupt. So you might as well take your money, put it in a big pile in your backyard, pour gas all over it, and light it on fire. That's what you're doing. You're burning your money. Just think about all the cool things you can buy with that money. Maybe that PlayStation 3 you've always wanted. Maybe your kids want a new bicycle. It could even go as far as to gambling all the money you've saved for that vacation that you've earned. There's so many other things that you can spend your money on that's not gambling. So gamblers have this misconception that their bills are going to go away and that they won't have to pay for them, but this is simply not true. The more you gamble, the more you're going to lose. It doesn't matter how much time or how much money you put into gambling, you're always going to come up short. There's one thing that you should know about gambling, and that is that the house always wins. No matter what, there's no doubt about it, the house will always win. So, congratulations, you hit the jackpot. But now you have to use that money that you just won to pay for the money that you've already lost. According to an article in USA Today called Controlling Addiction to Gambling, this is what's known as chasing. This is basically where you lose a lot of money due to gambling and you gamble more to win the money that you've already lost. And this could last over the course of a day, a week, or even a year. So if losing your money isn't enough to make you not gamble, let's talk about how gambling can become an addiction. So according to the same article, Controlling Addiction to Gambling, approximately 3 million Americans suffer from gambling addictions. So narcotics aren't the only thing a person can be addicted to. Drug addicts and gamblers display the similar characteristics. And gamblers have various health issues that are caused by gambling, and that's high levels of stress, depression, anxiety, headaches, muscle aches, ulcers, and sometimes even bowel movements. So in another article posted on Yahoo Voices by Rodney Saman entitled Gambling, a Hidden Addiction, it is said that the highest rate of suicide is in Las Vegas, Nevada, and Atlantic City, New Jersey. Why do you think this is? It's gambling. Those are the 2 highest gambling cities in America. So a gambler will become completely overwhelmed with their gambling debt. They don't only lose money, they lose their family, their cars, their homes, everything. They become so overwhelmed that they commit suicide. So now that you know how gambling can become an addiction if it's not controlled properly, let's talk about how gambling can adversely affect your family and your personal life. So according to an article on Livestrong.com written by Steven Silverman titled A Gambler's Effects on the Family, a gambler will manipulate a family's finances to make it seem like all their money is intact, when in fact they have never been worse. So a gambler will lie to their family often about gambling, saying that they have the issue under control or they're not gambling anymore because they know how disappointed their family is going to be. So just picture this. You're on your way home from work and your wife calls you and she says, "Hey, I don't feel like cooking dinner tonight. Can you stop by Applebee's and get some dinner?" You say, "Yeah, I'll stop by." So you pull into Applebee's, and what's next door? A casino. So instead of walking into Applebee's, you walk into the casino. When you walk out of the casino, you have nothing. And now you don't have any money to get dinner. So you show up at home, and your wife and your kids are like, "Where's the food? We're hungry." And next thing you know, you're coming up with some lie saying that all the chefs in the city were laid off and all the restaurants were closed. So you can see how lying to your family can affect them negatively. A gambler will also experience a lot of personal relationship issues, and they don't really connect or relate their gambling problems with that. But in fact, that's got a really big part in why you have personal issues with your relationships. So now that you know a little bit about how gambling can adversely affect your family, let's talk about what we covered today. So I try to persuade you on why you shouldn't gamble by going over 3 things. How gambling can be a quick way for you to go bankrupt, how gambling can become an addiction if it's not controlled properly, and then how gambling can adversely affect your friends and family and your personal life. So please take this information into account. I know gambling can be fun and entertaining, but take it from first-hand experience. Please think twice before you make that bet. Thank you.